What makes us think negative things about ourselves? Many of us are often surrounded by negative thoughts, mostly about ourselves, but how many of us have tried to introspect and understand the cause of these feelings? If you pay attention to the negative thoughts of yourselves, you will notice a defined pattern and know that these thoughts are not random but follow a theme. This theme is called core belief in one of the therapies known as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Core beliefs are the very essence of how we see ourselves, other people and the world. They develop over time, usually from childhood and through the experience of significant life events. Core beliefs are rigid, strongly held and inflexible, which are maintained by the tendency to focus on information that supports the belief and ignores the evidence that contradicts it. Based on our core belief, we can predict which kind of thoughts will flow into our mind in different situations. Thoughts like, "I'm pathetic, I'm a failure, I'm weak and incapable," etc. are some common negative core beliefs. And these are hard to change because they have been with us for a long time, mostly from childhood. These are common in people who are depressed and can promote the already existing depression. When we have a fundamentally negative view of ourselves, we're biased to interpret negative outcomes as evidence of our shortcomings. And that is when we start criticizing ourselves and give unwanted importance to our shortcomings. This affects our depressed mind to a greater extent and worsens the condition. Self-criticism basically gives more power to depression. Depressed or not, most of us don't even realize that we are thinking negatively because it seems to us that we are just reacting to the events in our lives, but actually our negative thinking is creating those events in our lives. First, the thinking becomes negative, and then the events become negative. And now the question is how? Well, every thought that we have is recorded by our subconscious mind. And the truth is that the subconscious mind doesn't even check the validity of our thoughts. It literally takes our word for it. So, if you say, for example, "I am a failure," then your subconscious mind accepts it and gives it back to you saying, "Yes, you are a failure," and then your thoughts are accurately recorded. Your subconscious mind then communicates directly with the quantum mind that manifests your reality. Just like the subconscious mind, the quantum mind always says yes. Our thoughts create the reality, and if we have negative thoughts every day falling into our bucket, then those thoughts are going to manifest. Not exactly as we think them to be, but they will definitely bring in some kind of negativity. Example, if you think about an accident pertaining to some person, then he might not exactly meet with an accident, but there are high chances that his car may break down that particular day, or he may get a bump somewhere. Some people may just treat this as coincidence, but the reality is that negative thoughts create negative events. This is the law of attraction, and it works regardless of the fact we understand it or not. Coming to the connection of your negative thoughts with the depression, you cannot beat the battle of depression unless you overcome your negative thoughts and change your thought patterns. Your commitment to changing your mind would save you from depression. Many times, these negative thoughts are caused by anxiety, and until you cure your anxiety, you cannot get rid of them. The more you try to fight, the worse it gets. That's why you need to get into a mindset that recognizes that these thoughts are a normal part of anxiety, and are something that says nothing about you as a person. It can be stressful having a negative thought, but it's more stressful if you try to fight that thought away when your anxiety is pulling it back. If you want to change your life, you must change your thinking. If you wait for your life to change, in order to change your thinking, you will be overbrimming negative thoughts forever. If you're tired of listening to harsh judgments about yourself, it's time to change the channel.